Hey YouTube, my name is Rachel and I am a full-time stay-at-home mom and a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and now Etsy. And I have a large haul for you guys today. It's going to be a two-part haul. I went to Goodwill, the Goodwill outlet, antique stores, etc. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I've gotten so I can start listing those things, and you guys can get an idea of what I sell in my store and what you can sell to make money for yourselves. Okay, so as a part-time reseller, I mostly like to sell shoes, as you guys can see behind me. I like to sell accessories, especially belts, and basically anything in that category that fits into my light box next to me. So I'm going to get right into it. I have so much stuff. Okay, so first thing I kind of want to show you, which I was pretty excited about, is these right here. I actually got them at Goodwill just yesterday, and these are new in box perfumes. I do really enjoy selling perfumes. I really like to sell perfumes that are vintage, that are no longer made anymore, because those you can kind of make your own price for. But these I got for, oh dear. Okay, so I got these for $5 each. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were more on the shelf, but people were opening them and testing them and smelling them. I very rarely see perfumes on my Goodwill shelf, probably for that reason. They're usually behind glass. I don't even know. I just don't even see them. Like, where do they put them? I know in my Salvation Army they put them behind like a glass counter, but so these say that they were $9.99 originally, but they're being sold on eBay, new in box, for about $68. People are listing them from $68 to $74, and there are a ton that are used. Like, they'll say a percentage full, and then they're selling for about $20. So I definitely decided to pick these up. I don't know if this is out of stock anymore or what, but people have their favorite scent that's not being sold anymore, and then they find it, they are willing to pay for that. So this is really easy. You just have to make one listing and then multiple quantity, and I really like selling perfumes. Now you do have to sell, or I'm sorry, you have to ship perfume ground, because it cannot go in an airplane. This is a flammable liquid. So just an FYI, you cannot put those in like regular priority. All right, next, I actually found this in the same section as that. This is a really neat belt buckle. I don't think it has any markings on it. I got it for $3. I really enjoy selling belt buckles. This is really pretty, and it does have a genuine stone right there. I think that's a jasper stone. And here's the belt buckle, what it looks like. And yeah, it's just really pretty with really pretty designs. Just need to clean it up a little bit. So there's that. Okay. I love picking up vintage hats. at the regular thrift store. So here is one. Got this for $3. I don't know if this is how it goes. Okay. Is it? Okay, I don't think this is how it goes. Well, the tags in the back is how it goes, you guys. Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. Okay, so I am not a model for this hat. That's so weird. But anyways, this hat is made in Canada. I like finding US made hats, Canadian hats. This says Montreal, Canada. It's by the brand Andre. I think I've sold scarves by that brand, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, just a navy blue hat with a scarf detail on it, and I paid $3. I think I have another, oh yes, here's another hat. This is just a Kohl's brand. This is Lauren Conrad, but it is new with tags. So now that spring is coming up, I thought this would be nice to have. Just a bowler style hat. I feel like you'd have to be really fashionable to pull this off because it's just so not the norm. But this was originally $38, and I think I can get like 20 bucks for this. Paid $3 for that. Let's see what else. So yeah, yesterday I went to the bins and to the regular thrift store, so I kind of have a mix here. This I got at the bins. So weekends are just crazy lately for the bins. We have a very long parking lot where it's just two parking spaces lined up on each side all the way to the end in front of the warehouse building. And basically you have to park way at the other end of the warehouse now to get any parking. And I'm actually really happy that it's full because I see mostly like 25-year-old and under shopping there, which I think is actually pretty cool. I think it's really changing the trajectory of pre-owned clothing and being really mindful of the landfill and turning that into like a popular style of reclaiming clothes or wearing vintage clothes. So, needless to say, it is too packed to really get any great reseller deals. There's like no carts, and it is so overly picked over. But I still do find a few things. So I grabbed these. I'm not sure if these are even going to sell, but these are by the brand Footprints by Birkenstock, and they are a penny loafer. I'm thinking this is a women's style. Can't be sure, but it's a size 42.5, which actually could be men's or women's. I don't know. I just feel like this bigger toe right here looks more like a women's style, like a vintage women's style. I have to do more research on this. Comps for Footprints by Birkenstock were good. I didn't see this style anywhere. So this is like super vintage looking, but sometimes that's a good thing. So I will have to look more into these. I put them in the cart. We'll see. So this is taking a chance on pair of shoes. All right, let's see what else. So my husband helps me get them from the car, and he doesn't necessarily put matches together. So we'll see if I can find any matches here. And if I can't, I will show you the one. It looks like that's what's going to be happening. Okay, so here is a pair of Minnetonka moccasins. I got this at the regular Goodwill thrift store yesterday. I paid $6.99 for these. I think I'm going to list these for at least $40. I know that the taller style, especially the lace up to the knee, do super well. Like the knee lace up ones, I think can go for like $100. But yeah, these were in the kids section. Grab these. really cute. I really like Minnetonka moccasins. My mom like basically collects them. She loves her Minnetonka moccasins. And where we usually shop are like those gift shops when you go to the North Woods. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but you can find Minnetonkas at the Wisconsin Dells or in Minocqua, and that's typically where she buys it, but they're really expensive. So I do like picking these up because I know how expensive they are, and usually when that tourist season comes around, that's when I start selling these because people are like, wow, they're so expensive, but I want them, so I'm going to look on Poshmark or whatever, and there they go. Okay, so here is another pair of boots that I got at the regular thrift. This is not a brand to pick up, so this is not a bolo by any means, but I got these for $10 because of the style. So these are an espadrille wedge, and they have an embroidered flower detail and like the softest, like just such soft, nice quality suede. So yes, $10, size 8, and these are by the brand Report. I did look up comps, and people were also pricing these up pretty high, and you would be surprised. So I actually get really surprised myself. If it's a really nice quality boot and really cute, it really doesn't matter the brand, to be honest. So this had a lot of things going for it. I know boot season is kind of fading out, but I really like these and I couldn't leave them behind, and they're in great condition. Here were, I got these at the regular Goodwill thrift. This doesn't have a price in it, but I believe these were $6.99. I don't think I paid more than that. This is a newer Cole Haan women's red, almost slightly pinkish patent almond toe flat. I sold another pair of these in red, and they actually did sell, I think, for $50. So like I said, Cole Haan, well, I've said in other videos, Cole Haan is kind of hit or miss. A lot of lowball offers on a great quality shoe, but I did pick these up because they just were in great condition and really cute. Okay, let's see. Here, let's see if I have a match. Are these a match? No, they're two of the same foot, whatever. Okay, so these are by the brand Belleville, and these are those army boots, and I've been seeing other resellers picking them up again. I used to pick these up at the bins. Now I'm realizing that they're kind of heavy to pick up at the bins, so I'm probably paying like $6 versus like the $2 I normally spend on a pair of shoes, because these are steel-toed, but they do have the Vibram sole. Yeah, Vibram sole right there. So that's one indication of a quality shoe. If you see a Vibram sole, it says Vibram here or here, like Merrell shoes do, or Gore-Tex, or things like that, that's a higher quality shoe. So this kind of shoe probably will sell for between $50 and $75. I just have to look up the size and comps, and it doesn't really matter that they're a little bit scuffed up on the suede a tiny bit, because these are like work boots. These are like, I'm gonna get dirty and go hiking. So yeah, it says Gore-Tex right here. These are a size 7.5, and I think they're both 7.5. So I paid $12.99 for these. I know I paid up for them, but I know that these are going to sell. So here is the other Minnetonka. Here, ooh, these, you guys might think I'm crazy for paying these prices. But I think after 3 years, I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit when it comes to my business. I know a lot of people don't like paying up for things, but I'm now at the place of my business where I know that I can, if I know that it's going to sell fast or bring traffic and eyeballs on my store. So this style of Clark's Booty, I think it's a Cloud Steppers. Yes, Cloud Steppers by Clark's. These are like a purplish, eggplant purple color, and this style sells really well for me. I've sold them without insoles even, and this purple color I think will do even better. For some reason, people really like their red shoes or their purple shoes. I guess even like red purses and wallets. But these I paid $12.99 for, and I'm going to price these at least $50. I know these retail for a lot, and this is a style that people actually look out for and does well for my store. So the bottoms are in great shape. You can see that, and a really pretty color. So I am definitely going to price these on the higher end, and yeah. This I just looked up in the store. I'm trying to get more sneakers into my shop, and that's hard when people really use their sneakers, like they run them to their dead and then they donate them. These are actually in really great shape. I've heard, I don't know if it's Renzy, R-N-Z-Y. I know that they are shoe resellers. I'm wondering if it's them who suggested picking up Asics or another shoe reseller. But I picked them up. I looked up comps and they seem to do pretty well. I think I got these for $6.99. I will tell you once I find the other shoe. But here we go, and in great shape. So I got those at the regular Goodwill. Let's see here. Okay. I got, oh, it's right in front of my eyeballs. Okay, so when I went last week, for some reason, I went into the men's section and I'm like looking at these men's boots and I have no idea what they're for. I'm looking at them and I'm like, what are they for? And I look up the brand and they're like motorcycle shoes, like more than just Harley. What is it called? Motocross or something? But a little bit more hardcore. So this last time, yesterday, I found these again. So I picked up like 3 pairs that I'm going to show you. They're like in that pile over there. And then these ones are actually women's, and I found them in the women's section. So these are by the brand Icon. So like these are like some hardcore heavy duty motorcycle boots. And I got these for $20. So I paid up for these, but these are expensive. These are going for like $75. So they have like this lock thing going on. And even if comps, which are comparable solds, might be like $20 to whatever, $50. If you have the only pair that are like that size, so these are a size 8, and like retail, these are really high, you can set your own price. And so I do that often, and so I will look at the solds as well as what's kind of out there and then make my price accordingly. So yeah, there's that. I used to, when I first started my business, only looked at sold comps, and I know some people still do that, which works for them, but sometimes it's not always the best, because some people are just trying to get rid of clothes, kind of like a garage sale, and they'll take any offer. So when I lowball someone on some Louis Vuittons that I want to resell, people might see that as a comp. So I actually did buy some for $50 that I'm trying to resell for $200. Someone might see that as a comp and say, oh, I can only sell mine for $50, and then list it for $50. So you have to think about like, kind of what's out there as well. Okay, I got these at the regular thrift store. These I paid $10 for, which is a lot for Skechers. These are in great shape, and Skechers for me sell really well. And I got that from Rinzy, RNZY, which is Ryan and Lindsay, and their channel, and they said Skechers do really well for them. So I was like, no way. So I started picking them up, and guess what? They do. So even if I get $35 for these, I'm still making $25. And if these sell fast, that's great. Yeah, like they look like they were worn like once, because they still have that sticker on the bottom. And these are the Classic Fit Memory Foam. Okay. I picked up these Clarks at the bins. That's where I like picking up Clarks from. There we go. Clarks are a bread and butter brand for me, even if I need to clean up the toe a little bit. They are a comfort brand that sells. So these are a size 6.5. And I just need to clean this up a little bit. So this is what I found at the bottom barrel of the bins, and I was happy to find that. Okay, I also found these at the bins, and I'm actually kind of excited to list these, just because now I have Etsy, and my shoes, my vintage shoes in Etsy have actually been getting a lot of attention, and I sold a pair this past weekend. So I sold some tall vintage moccasin fringe style. They just had a black fringe around the top, and I sold those for a high amount. So I am going to do the same thing with this, list them, because these are a vintage boot. These are by the brand Sleekers, and with vintage type of boots, like, they don't make them anymore, and there's not a lot out there, and people are really into their vintage stuff. So that's why I like to pick up vintage. And they do have a shearling footbed right here, and they are like, it feels like coat material, and they're in pretty good condition. Besides, they need to be cleaned. Okay. I got this for my daughter, these slippers. They are Zara, but they're so soft. I thought they were really cute. I'm going to wait for her to grow into these and then pass it to the next daughter. I got those. Okay, this was probably one of my better finds at the bins as far as shoes go. Here are both of the slippers. Those over there. Okay, so this is by the brand, I believe it's OTBT, something like that. I've sold this brand before, and these were still there, and I know that this brand actually does well, and these are in great shape. So they are like an open lace up right here, and just a really cute high quality sneaker. They are leather. I will put comps up for you guys if I remember, but I was really happy to find this. So there we go. Couldn't believe it wasn't scooped up. Okay, next, show you this. I got this at the regular Goodwill yesterday. This I got for $14.99, which is expensive for a purse. Oh my gosh. But the reason I got it is because it's Coach. This has wear right here, which I'm going to clean up. Let's see if I can do it right here. See if it will show. Yep. So I knew that I could clean it up for sure. You see that? There we go. So I knew that this is a purse I could clean up. The reason I got it is because it's a 70th anniversary limited edition. So This, not only is it orange and it has the handle and a crossbody, but it's also limited edition. So I think that this is actually going to do better than some other Coaches that I've had. Not to say that Coach doesn't do well, but this just has a lot of other things that is going for it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, next I got this at the regular Goodwill yesterday. You might think I'm crazy, but I told myself I want to find at least one Steve Madden today that I'm going to resell. Just one. So I went to the bins, thought I would find something, and I didn't. And that's because I want to get more Steve Madden, because I want to see how well it does. McThrifty's channel, she talks about Steve Madden all the time as how it's her best shoe brand to resell. So I'm like, okay, and I actually did really well with boots. Every time I would list Steve Madden boots, they would sell really fast. So I wanted to try it again. And so yeah, I got these. These are like a rose gold metallic espadrille wedge, which I think are perfect for the springtime coming up, and Steve Madden. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how much traffic and likes it gets, and this is kind of like an experimental thing. I know I definitely would not pick this up normally, but I just was like, I really want to find Steve Madden today. So this was the one, and this is the one I picked, and I thought it was a good style and perfect for the upcoming weather. Okay. I picked up this scarf at the bins. And it's very, very, very lightweight. Last season, I loved picking up scarves and selling scarves. This season, I was just like, meh, whatever, scarves. But I actually ended up buying a ton of scarves this haul, because I actually want to start listing scarves again. They're really easy to list and super lightweight at the bins. The reason I got this one is the coloring, and I want to figure out the fiber content because it's that fluffy wool fabric. And if this, okay, my battery died. I got myself some tea. My husband and I are on Whole30. I think we're on Whole30 day 13 or something like that, or 14. This is just black tea with nut pods in it. So we are doing pretty well on that. I feel like I've lost a bit of weight. Anyways, this is a belt I found at the bins. It has some metal flowers. This reminds me of a necklace that I might have sold, possibly. I'm going to look this up with Google Lens to see if it has a brand. And then it has a little hang flower right here. There wasn't a lot of belts at the bins. It was really picked over, but I did find that one and maybe a couple more. But yeah, when I first got pregnant, I got pregnant the same month we got married, and when I was pregnant with Gideon, I was 60 pounds heavier than when I got married. And so I had 3 babies right in a row and never got a chance to like lose a bunch of weight in between. Breastfeeding did not lose any weight for me, and yeah. So now we're on Whole30, and now I'm 38 pounds away from when I got married. So yeah, that's working for us. So I would suggest Whole30. This is a belt I got at the regular Goodwill. This is by 1965. I think that's American Eagle. I might be wrong, but I think it is. Anyways, really great quality leather belt. I get these for $1 at my Goodwill. This is a women's size extra large, so a good size. So yeah, 38 pounds to lose, and on average, You typically lose about 10 pounds a month on Whole30. Really clean eating. Make all your food. So what, 4 months of Whole30 should be good. Here's the other 2 boots I found. Here's the other, that one. I was in line ready to check out, and I literally grabbed this as I was in line. So I haven't really even looked it over. But here's another scarf. This was at the regular Goodwill thrift. It has fringe on it. It's almost like a blanket scarf. And the reason I picked it up is because it says Aurora Passi Italia. Passi. And it says it's made in Italy. So I picked it up because it's made in Italy. I think it should do pretty well. I don't see any real flaws in it, and it is nice and soft. Got this for my daughter at the bins, so I do need to wash it. She is 5T right now. Got these at the bins, and I do like these a lot. A lot of people pass over vintage shoes. I take a quick look at them. So this is the brand Bandolino, and that brand is still around today. It's not a bolo, but look, this one says made in Italy. So a lot of brands that are still around today have dropped dramatically in quality, like I think Ann Taylor, trying to think of what else. I think even Anne Klein, stuff like that, Bandolino, as you can see. But this has a really cute perforated butterfly on top. And what would you call this style? I think it looks 60s, 70s. I might be wrong, might be 80s. But really cute, made in Italy. I think this will do well on Etsy. If I can find the size in here. Great. I'm gonna have to look a little bit more into that. So yeah, these I got at the bins. This I got at the bins, some aerosols in great condition. These are like my bread and butter from the bins. I also got some more aerosols from the bins. And I've sold that style before. Got these belts. Let's see. I picked up a Gap belt. There is some wear, but Gap, as you can see right here, some scratches. I can try to clean that up. This to me seems like a vintage Gap, so I'm thinking it's a vintage Gap belt. And then this one is a Pierre Cardin vintage belt. And does it have anything else on it? No, it's just a Pierre Cardin belt. And it's grayish taupe colored. Got that for $1. Ooh. Picked up this scarf. This one is by the brand Enya Mantovani or something like that. Enya something. But it is 70% wool, 30% cashmere, and that's the reason I picked it up. And it's a hot pink color in great condition. Oh, no, not great condition. There's just a tiny bit of holes in it. Tiny, tiny bit. I don't know if you guys saw. Right there at the fold line. Trying to see if you guys can see. I might be able to rub it out if it's not moth holes, like if it's just pulled. The weave has been pulled. I'll take a look at that. Well, that's sad. I think it was like this and I looked it over and it was right at that crease right here. Okay. Well, you learned some, right? I know I can get more than the $3 or whatever, even with the holes. But anyways, this is a vintage scarf that was right next to it. It is new with tags, so new old stock. And it is by Marshall Fields, and it is 100% lamb's wool. So I did pick this one up. And I know that scarves are kind of coming out of season, but I still do like selling them. Okay, another shirt for my child from the bins. I picked up these hand warmers from the bins, and they were not used. They were not cracked or whatever you do, that little metal thing in them. And it was so cold outside coming in, and because I had to drive so far away, I was like, ooh, I'm going to pick these up. And then when I leave, I'm going to stick them in my coat pocket and crack them, and I'm going to be so toasty. And so that's what I did. So I got these, and we're going to reuse those. If you don't know, I am a reseller in Wisconsin. And it's very cold sometimes. Okay, let's see what else I can find. Here we go. These I found in the hard goods section at Goodwill. These are some men's bicycle toe Skechers. Like I've said, Skechers does pretty well. Vintage Skechers does actually really, really well. Those ones that you would not think do well, but yeah, I picked these up at the bins. Let's see what else. There's the other Steve Madden. These are another gamble, but like the bins is the place to do that. This is a dress shoe by the brand CCS. I looked it up. These are made in Turkey, and retail is in the hundreds of dollars. So someone might just need this as a wedding shoe. We'll see. Sometimes these shiny leather shoes, patent leather shoes, can sit for a little bit, but I'll try it. Here's the other Asics and the other boot, floral boot. Alright, here is some men's Clark's Wave Walk loafers. I got these at the bins. And these actually, Wave Walk by Clark's does really well. I don't know if it's like a walking shoe or what. I do put walking in my title. I'm assuming it's for walking. But they actually sell pretty fast for me. So I've sold men's styles before and women's, and yeah, so I picked those up. They're like a nubuck suede upper. I picked up these Cole Haans at the bins. They are just a gold, almost metallic-y leather leather sole. They feel so nice on the inside right here, like a suede. Buckle detail, good condition. Pick those up. I got these Clarks, and I got them because they were in excellent condition, and they are a women's size 12. So, and they look to be almost new. They're not new, but they do have the price still in there. So I did pay $10, and this was regularly $100 on sale for $64.90. So Clarks are pretty expensive. And this is a nice rubbed oil leather, that rubbed oil look right here. There we go. So I'm going to price these up as well. These I got at the bins, and they are a men's Cole Haan. They are newer style Cole Haan. Cole Haan Grand OS. There's the bottoms. These did not have laces, which is why I think a lot of people did not get them, Fortunately for me, I keep laces in stock. These are a size 11 and very little skipping, so I think these will clean up nicely, and I just put some laces in them. Like I said, it was like the bottom of the barrel type of a day, and I'm happy to have found what I did. So all in all, I paid only $25 at the bins. I got some books for my kids, some of the clothes for them. I like to get little baskets and things because we do Montessori at home, so I put their works, they're called works, into little baskets. So I pick them up at the bins all the time. Okay, here is another belt. I don't even know if it has a print. Oh yeah, the 1965 or whatever it says again. I think this is American Eagle. This is a really unique texture. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think it's trying to mimic those really hardy Western work type belts, where it's like crinkling a little bit. But got that one. It's a tan, light brown color. This one has no brand, but it says made in Italy, so Italian leather. And I feel like I've sold this belt before actually. So it has nice little laser cut flowers in it, white, really great condition at the holes. And it says genuine Italian leather, size medium. Yeah, it just feels really nice. And I got that one for $1. More genuine Italian leather, no brand. That still is okay by me. It still sells. It has a croc embossed print right here. Really nice, really rich color. Men's belt, size 36, so good size. That I believe I got for $1. This one I got at the bins. Yes. This one is just no brand, but solid brass buckle and handcrafted in America. So yeah, I think that is good keywords to put in my title. Things like this sell for me on Poshmark. People are looking for belts made in USA, and then the solid brass that doesn't tarnish, nice quality leather. Here is that other shoe. Here's the other patent shoe. What are these? More aerosoles. Aerosol heel rest. A textured snake print. So not really snake, but fake snake. So with aerosols, they always usually have their size on the bottom, but they also have their size on the inside with the style name. So that makes it a lot easier to list. So these are the Wise Guy. And these are size 7.5. Alright, I also got these at the bins. Some Born sandals in pretty good shape. Born always does really well for me. Nice leather. The leather is not splitting at all. And they're wedges. Here is the exact same belt as that brown one, but in black. So another extra large women's. Paid $1 for that one. Here is the other. Hold on. Okay. We finished this bag. Oh, I got some these rainbow pens for my kids. So what you do, my 2-year-old has been asking if she can hold markers together in color. She can't even hold pencils the correct way. So a trick for your kids, let's see if I have anything. Well, ooh, yes I do. Okay. So a trick for your kids if they are starting to write, so 2, 3, 4, you can get these little golf pencils, and it forces them to do a pincher grasp at the end. If you don't know, I was a special education teacher before reselling, but yes, it forces them to do a pincher grasp at the tip. She is not doing that quite yet, but I thought this was fun because they snap together, and then it's easier to do multiple rainbow type things. I probably won't pull these out until she's gotten better with the pincher grasp, but yeah, so these were a bins find. Okay, let's see. I went to the antique store as well after I went to the bins to see what I could find, and they had a sale there, their winter sale, so I ended up picking up a couple things. I got this hat, so it was originally $15, but it was 25% off, and it is just really neat. I love selling vintage hats. It goes right back here with your hair all nicely done. I want to wear this, right? Kind of want to wear it for the rest of the video. We'll keep that on there. And it comes with a stick pin, and look at how great of condition it is in, like 100% wool. This one I just grabbed as they were telling me that they were about to wrap up, and I grabbed it because it was 50% off, and it had this really nice jewel detail on the side. So this was originally $24, so I paid $12, and it is like this peach color on satin, and there's the jewel with little netting, and comes with a hat pin right here, right there. I just really love selling vintage hats. My mom got me vintage hats and let me dress up in vintage hats when I was a little girl. My mom and I are really into like Victorian and BBC British type things, so things like this bring me joy. And I mentioned in other videos, you know, sell what brings you joy. Shoes make me money, hats and jewelry and vintage things bring me joy. So yeah, here's this one. An orangish, peachish, whatever, is a really good vintage color for me, at least, to sell. You don't see it that often. Alright, I'm not going to show you everything, but I did end up getting more jewelry pieces, this bag, from that store. And I will just show you a few things, maybe a handful. So here are some, so this booth was 50% off. So here is some Lisner clip-on earrings. Lisner is a great vintage brand to sell, and it says Lisner right there. I don't know. Yeah, really neat. These are just some, these kind of look like those fetish necklaces, and it is like mother of pearl, so carved out of mother of pearl. I think that's a coral bead. Yeah, so that is like a native style. These are genuine pearls on this string. I got this for 50 cents. Those are like these, I think they're called Baroque pearls. I don't think they're Tahitian. I think they're the Baroque pearls. Sorry, I can't say that. What else is interesting? Oh, I wanted to test this for silver. Definitely looks like silver. Let's see what else is interesting. This looked really nice and weighty. This one has a maker's mark right there that I'm going to be looking up. Let's see what it says. Goldette, New York. Really nice quality, like really nice and heavy, and a nice style. My signal in the antique store is not that great, so if it has a maker's mark and it has nice weight to it, and I get it for 50 cents, I will grab it. These are by Ciner, C-I-N-E-R. Nice enameled. So yeah, those are the kind of things I got. I don't think I got any like super wow pieces of jewelry, but definitely pieces that I wanted to list. And I do well with jewelry. Jewelry is kind of long tail, but it takes up very little space in my my little basement here. So anyways, I wanted to show you one more thing that I got from the antique store. It was from the same 50% off booth. And the reason I got these was because I just watched another YouTube channel and she was going through the thrift store. I think she is British. She has an English accent. I will try to like list her YouTube name somewhere, but she is so fun to watch. She gets so excited in the antique stores, and I kind of like get that way in antique stores. So when she's in the thrift store and she finds something, she'll be like, oh, do you see what I see? And I'm like, what is it? Yes, she gets me all excited. And so this is one of the things that she found in the antique store, and it is these egg cups, and that you would bake eggs in them. And I love all things British, so I was like, what is that? And so when I saw this in this guy's booth for 50% off, I was like, okay, I will take those. So they are by Royal Worcester Porcelain, made in England. And it has very cute birds. And then I got a second one that has a little bit different design on it. And I was like, what are the chances that... almost broke it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So anyways, what are the chances that she shows them and I'm like, oh, what is that? And then I find them. Maybe I find them all the time and I just never knew what they were. I think this is the last bit that I'm going to show you guys before I stop my camera and we do part 2 another time. That's all over there in that corner. Okay, so when I went to the Goodwill bins this day, I had to grab this. I don't even know this brand. Mariano's, is that a restaurant? I don't know. But there was no carts. So I had to like go over and get a bag, and so I ended up just carrying a bag with me and grabbing stuff. So I got this big blanket scarf, and I don't know if it's Target, but it's really cool. Let's see. Oh, so Isaac Mizrahi for Target, yeah, Mizrahi or whatever. The reason I got it is it's like double-sided, so this animal print, which people love, never goes out of style, and then this plaid color block on the other side. That's really cool. I think someone would really enjoy it. Nice, chunky comfort scarf. I got a couple silk scarves. This one is by Jones, New York, and I have sold silk scarves by Jones, New York before. It's red and lime green. And then this silk scarf, breast cancer awareness. This one is a men's scarf. I told you I got scarves, you guys. Gap, 100% merino wool. Yes, 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 merino wool. This one is a lime green and gray striped. This one is by J. Crew Collection, and it is cashmere. So it says that right there. Ooh, and this one is screaming that it's vintage to me. Just the print. There's that side, and then that side. I don't know if this is handmade, but if it is, it's like really nicely done. I knit my, oh no it's not. So it's really nicely done. I knit myself. I knit all kinds of things. I'm actually semi-decent at it. And this is just really nice. But here's the tag. It definitely looks like a vintage tag. and it is 51% acrylic and 49% wool. It's Bray Fair, and it has fringe, and I will be able to put this in my Etsy as well because it's vintage. Really nice. Okay, let's see. Picked up this one at the bins. It's a vintage purse and it opens here. Ooh, it matches me. Hold on, maybe a thumbnail. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. This says it is by Pacific Connections. And it is like a waxed leather. You can kind of tell if you come close up, like it's waxy a little bit. Pretty good condition, but I thought it was cute that it has this bow detail. It's like a lipstick red and 2 different places to open. And the bins, so that's like less than $1 probably. Oh, I got this cup. This is a Sumatra Starbucks cup. Nice black and gold in great condition. And I actually ended up getting myself a seafoamy green, light blue, like a Tiffany blue Starbucks cup. And I was like, oh, there's one downstairs. To my husband, I was like, there's one downstairs if you want one too. And I showed him a picture, and he said that his coworker is obsessed with Sumatra coffee. So I was like, yeah, you can give it to him. And that's one thing that's great about being a reseller is like, if anybody wants something, I'm always like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. Like I'm like really all about giving, because I get it for so cheap. So yeah, so I think that will be going to him. Otherwise I could put this online, and I usually don't sell mugs, but I really like that one. And yeah, so this one I got at the bins that one day. It's just Dickies, but it is double prong. I think people look for the double prong, size 42, which is a nice big size. This one is Vineyard Vines, new with tag, and it has skull and crossbones, size small. Yeah, I think I just got a bunch of belts this day, but this is cool. I remember getting this too. Like the purses and belts and shoes were like so picked over. It was not yesterday, but the Saturday before. This is a nice leather purse. I don't think it has a label, but it says genuine leather made in India. And it has giraffes on it. Really neat. And the strap was still in great shape. Has nice giraffes in the back, and yeah, nice quality leather. So I did pick this one up. Like there was hardly anything wrong with it, and I think that this would go really well in like a boho theme. Okay. Phew, I better go make Valentine's a thing for my kids upstairs, and make sure to leave me a comment. My subscribers count is growing, and it makes me really excited. Thank you guys so much for all your comments and likes, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks, bye. Alright, so we got some new things in the learning room. So we have some stamps, heart stamps for Valentine's Day. We have some stickers that the girls can use. Annalise is going to start her embroidery. We have the heart do-a-dots. I found these at the bins, which I was really excited about. These were a teacher's, and as you can see, handwriting without tears, which is something that we do here with Matte Man, and there's the smiley face. And I got all these chalk, and I got a little holder at Goodwill that is actually from Old World, Wisconsin. And I put little chalk in there so they can grab that when we do our handwriting without tears. This is going to be, I have a heart punch. So it's like one of those small heart punches, and then they can get a little heart piece of paper and make little heart confetti, and then they can glue it if they need to, make their own Valentines. I did put some little metal hearts in their magnet area. And then over here, well, we got a new calendar, which is pretty exciting. And then over here, they have their colored water transfer for Valentine's. Annalise has her heart name, spelling. Pemberly has her little stick thing. She did this last year. And then we have pom-pom transfer with tweezers. We have the girls called them beadworms. I got this out of a jewelry jar, so there's that for transfer. I got these at Goodwill for spoon transfer, and this was our homemade activity. I just took a piece of a log that we use for the fire, put hooks in it, and I got this specifically for Pemberly, who's 2, to focus on hanging so that she can get more focus and concentration. So those are going to be, these little hearts are going to be hung on there. So yeah, we are ready for Valentine's Day tomorrow. So maybe this gave you guys some ideas for your little kiddos. And yeah, cheap Goodwill stuff. Most of the stuff I get is from Goodwill or the Goodwill outlet. What is that one? Your lips? Okay, put it in here. What else can you find?
A circle.
A circle stick.
Your lips.
Nope, that one's just a circle.
Open your mouth. Yeah.